has been enlightening to say the least. Back to you, Mr. Joe. So we're going to talk about our revenue as a country. So Nigeria is heavily dependent on oil for revenue. Now the government has reduced the budget benchmark to $20 in recent times. Will these prices affect the man on the streets, the regular people, and how and who are the people that will be hit the hardest?
Yes, initially the budget benchmark was around $57 per barrel, and now it's about $20. Definitely that will have a huge effect on the economy. Basically, production capacity will be affected, agri demand and supply chain will be affected, and the X sector will be affected because the allocation to different sectors will be negatively affected. Different sectors will not enjoy what they should have enjoyed if the oil price was based on $57. So basically, the man on the street will have reduced income. The Nigerian budget is usually more spent on recurrent expenditure. We do not adhere to 70 to 30%. So salary might even be affected. The business might be difficult. Government will have to rely on borrowing and some other measures. So the man on the street will be affected because their income is eroded, and of course they have to be taxed also. So it will be difficult for people to meet up with basic needs in terms of buying goods and services. And beyond that, even the percentage of oil in the GDP is quite small, quite low, about 6% or so of GDP. And we know the level of corruption that goes on in the system. So when we had normal revenue, usually it's the politicians that get much of it. So if it's going to come down now, those will be affected, the money will be affected. But those that will be hardly hit are the people on the streets, the lower income cadre to be highly affected.
Okay. So due to the oil prices presently in Nigeria, we are trading in the region of $400 naira to a dollar. Now some analysts say that we might drop to 500 naira to a dollar. What's your take on this?
Yes, like we all know, Nigeria is an oil dependent nation, and we do not export. At best, we export primarily crude oil, and that means that we do not even benefit from the crude oil because when it is processed, it gives us more revenue. So the exchange rate at about 350, 360, we managed to say we knew that there is no how that is sustainable if we are dependent on oil. Now we have not diversified the economy, and we are now having naira to a dollar. With that, there are two things. Is either that government devalues, and when government devalues, is it to show up the naira so as to have more naira? Or if devalue naira to export, we do not have export base. Our production base is low. And if you are devaluing naira to show up the naira, that is not acceptable. So if care is not taken, and there is the present regime of exchange rate, it might result to about 450, 500, or even more than that.
The VAT was increased from 5% to 7.5%. Now, after this has been done, what other options does the government have to balance the budget?
Yes, that's a good question. A 7.5% VAT increment. The first thing is we are not a people or a kind of country that drive policies aggressively. So, be that as it may, what's the expectation in terms of success of 7.5% VAT rate? 80%, 90%? That's unusual. Now that there is COVID-19 with us, and it's a cause of the $20 benchmark we now have. So the government need to think deeply what are the other sources of income. For me, my take is not even income, because the best thing we can think of is to borrow from offshore, right? And apart from that, we are talking about local banks at home. And if you do that, there's what we call crowdland effect. Their private sectors are competing for the same fund they're going to be competing with. So my candid opinion is that government should look at how to reduce its expenditure we look at the sectors and prioritize. If revenue are coming down, definitely we should look at sectors that are very, very challenging. They are not quite, reduce those especially on those sectors. That's quite good. And that the government can look at is in terms of infrastructure and some other expenditure they have. They can look at how to partner the private sector. Partner with this public-private partnership. That will probably give government that leeway to also depend on the private sector. It's not going to be easy, but it's a whole lot of problem that requires government to we should be disciplined with our budget expenditure now. The first thing is to be disciplined, and the second thing is to ensure that you don't have false hopes. First hope is how much success you have with the revenue generation drive. Usually we don't get much of it. But now that it's almost like 50% at $20 benchmark, we're going to have almost 50% revenue cut off. So government need to look at sectors that can reduce expenditure and look at partnership with and public funds also.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. This has been very enlightening to say the least. Thank you for joining us this week on Coverfield Weekly. We hope to see you next time. Please like, subscribe,